Albert asks, hello Shifu, I've got injured at my quadriceps and now I can't meditate with the usual position, the Burmese position. Could you explain how to do chair sitting? Thanks. Oh. So the Burmese position is a bit different from what we usually do cross-legged. It's called 金刚坐. So they would put, let's say there's a left side and then there's the right side. So for the Burmese position, instead of sitting cross-legged, imagine if this is my leg. Instead of sitting cross-legged, either like that or full lotus like that or half lotus. Yeah. So instead of that, so they have one leg over here, but the other leg, right, instead of being below, they put it behind. Yeah. Hand looks very strange, but leg leg can be done. So I tried that before. In Myanmar, they often sit in that way. In Thailand also. In Thailand, some of them also sit in that way. Yeah. You'll notice that when they sit in that way, right, they tend to lean to one side. Yeah, they tend to lean to one side. And it's because our body, when you put it this way, then your spine cannot be totally straight. Yeah, so quadriceps, is it the chest area? Where's the quadriceps? I don't know. Or is it the thigh?
Yeah, I think it's the thigh. Yeah.
Thigh, huh? Yeah. So this person Albert injured at the quadriceps, so cannot meditate in the usual position. So how to meditate on the chair? Well, the same thing, but perhaps with a few variant now. So usually when we meditate on the chair, depending on whether you are, well, a chair has a back. Those without the back is called a stool. Yeah. So chair means that there's a back. Usually we advise students not to sit on the whole chair. Yeah. If you're in this case for Albert, since he cannot sit in the position, then I presume he cannot cross leg on the chair. So that means the legs are down. If the legs are down, then preferably maybe sit half the chair. Just sit half the chair. So and preferably have a chair that is flat, because many chair actually lean backward. Yeah, many chair design, right, slightly lean backward. Yeah, and then the back is not straight, it's slightly, so it's like at an angle. So it's meant to let you sit and then yeah. Many restaurant chair, the high class restaurant chair has a stiff back. So when you sit, right, usually we advise people to sit half or 1/3 of the chair. So it's just your buttock sitting on the chair and your feet is firmly planted on the ground. If your ground is not take, it's not wood, if it's like stone, terrazzo, marble, or tile, it can be cold. So put a piece of cloth, yeah, a piece of rug or towel on the ground, or you can wear socks, so that when you put your feet on the ground for prolonged period of time, especially when you meditate, you don't have the cold. Yeah. Well, Chinese TCM is the 寒气, the cold energy go into your body. But if you use modern science, then it means that you are losing energy. Yeah, because modern science actually only energy exists, cold don't exist. So your energy is being lost, so you feel cold. Yeah. So in any case, then keep your body upright where possible. In this case, he injured his quadriceps, not the back. So just keep the body upright. The shoulders is still the same, hand is still the same. Yeah. So in the case of the hand, right, it can still be the meditative position, or you can put it on the knee, Yeah. But sometimes if like depending like if I put on my knee, right, while sitting, my hands are outstretched. Maybe because my leg is not so short. Yeah. So you may have to put on a tie so that your arm is rested. Otherwise, you know what I mean? You all know what I mean? If your hand is out, let me adjust so that you can see what I'm talking about. So if let's say my hands are like nearer my body, then my hands are vertically rested. Whereas if I stretch it out to reach my thigh or reach my knees, then it's at an incline. Then I have to hold it up. So don't do that. Just rest it comfortably. The rest is still the same. Yeah. One more distinction while meditating. So that is just a sitting posture. One more distinction while meditating is that you have slightly different contact point for you to be aware when you're doing the contact point awareness. Yeah. So you have your feet, the sole of the feet on the ground that you can be aware of, and then you have your buttock. The buttock area will be more prominent. Yeah, because when you're sitting on the chair, your bottom area is actually having more pressure than when you're sitting cross-legged. Cross-legged, larger surface area. Yeah, so the stress is actually spread out, and that's why those who have overcome the initial discomfort or sort of get adjusted to sitting cross-legged, it is actually more comfortable than sitting on the chair. Yeah, as in sitting with your legs down. Because when you sit with your legs down, the contact point is much smaller. Yeah, so a lot more pressure, your body pressure on the small area. Yeah. I read somewhere that they say when we meditate, it's easier on the heart also. Yeah, because the heart don't have to pump so hard to bring the blood all the way down to the leg and then all the way up again. Yeah. So when you sit cross-legged, the blood have to flow only down to the groin area because the leg will be at the same height. So that's some other articles I read. Uh, Other than that, the sitting is more or less the same. Because meditation, Buddhist meditation, the focus is on our mind, yeah, mainly on our mind. Although when we say, Shifu, four foundations of mindfulness, 身受心法, body, feelings, mind, and mental object. Okay? The first is on body, and the second is on bodily and mental feeling. So at least half of it is on bodily feeling. How come you say it's mainly on the mind? Well, even when we do the mindfulness of the body, yeah, it is tuning the mind. It is uh, it is changing or associating with the body in a different way as far as the mind is concerned. Yeah. So all the practices in Buddhism ultimately is about purification of the mind. Yeah. There are some which is restraining the body and speech, yeah, like precepts. But meditation is mainly on the mind, yeah, purification of the mind. Also, that should be all because Albert is not here, so he may have some other follow-up question. Also, if Albert, you are watching this, maybe you can like add on to the question, if this is if there are other further questions. Any other questions for others related to this? How are you all sitting? Everybody okay? Oh, Denry is in North Pole. Denry, don't meditate in the dark. Turn on your lights. If it's possible to turn on from where you are. Any other questions? So if not, So did you all reflect on yesterday's talk? Do you live your life based on extrinsic motivation or intrinsic motivation? We are very fortunate. We are very fortunate. You know why? I would say most, if not all, mothers are able to do what they need to do without extrinsic motivation. If mother do if mother take care of the family like the soccer boys, all of us die already. Mothers, when they take care of the children, they cannot wait until the children say thank you, mother. Yeah, the baby cannot talk, ma. Baby only know how to cry. Yeah, and then the older generation, the father, the husband, never say thank you one. Never see any appreciation, never see a word of appreciation. Yeah. If the mothers or the wife in the past all wait for the husband and the children to say words of appreciation, humanity would have died out. Maybe that's why nowadays maybe that's why nowadays families are breaking up. Go to counselor. My husband don't appreciate me. Or maybe the husband is the one. My wife don't appreciate me. Last time husband, father also the same. Don't need extrinsic motivation. Yeah. Children never say, Daddy, I love you. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Work like crazy, work like a cow, work like a dog. Sometimes never even get to see much of the children because work day and night. By the time come back home already late at night, knockout. Then some fathers work triple shift like my father. Never really get to see the children also. Yeah. But they still do their job. Yeah, they still do what they need to do. Not because they get praise. Yeah. Not because they get appreciation from people, but because this is what is called duty and responsibility. Yeah. Do you get praise for breathing? You don't, right? You need to get praise for breathing. Wow! Hey, you breathe very well, you know. Do you need to get praise for eating? Wow, you finish your food. You see, kids are like that. They need to be praised. The more you praise them, they eat faster. Wow, you eat so fast. Luckily, we get over that. Yeah, kids needs to be praised because they are immature. They are immature. Immature people need to be praised to do what they need to do. Mature people don't need to be praised. Mature people do what they need to do. They don't need to be praised. So the next time you feel underappreciated, but now the modern way is, oh, we need to show appreciation. I'm not saying it's not a bad, it's not a good thing. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing from the giver side. Giver should show their gratitude, yeah, in various ways. But on the receiving end, we should not live our life for praises, for appreciation. We should do it because we want to do it, because it is meaningful, because this is what needs to be done. Otherwise, your life will be miserable. Up to you lah, up to you, up to up to people. You want to live a miserable life or a happy life? You want a happy life? Don't live your life for praises, for appreciation, yeah, for affirmation. Otherwise, you think about it, Father's Day, Mother's Day once a year. And what do we do for our father and mother anyway? Huh? If you live for that just once a year, That's also quite stupid. Valentine's Day once a year. 情人节 once a year. If you love a person and you do this for that person, do that for that person, in hope that the person will show you some appreciation, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying that your life will be quite miserable. And all it takes is if the person don't show that appreciation. Yeah. Or if the person don't show appreciation in the way you want. Lucky best. Remember the mathematics of happiness? Did y'all go and read the article? No lah. Not everybody connect with mathematics. Some people, the moment I say mathematics of happiness, mathematics, they haven't hear happiness, they switch off already. Yeah. They only hear mathematics of the whole morning they hear Shifu you know, like Charlie Brown. The adults talk, then the kids cannot understand. Yeah. So don't give yourself reasons and external reasons. Yeah. You must be not must be lah. We should try to be more mature. You know, Cantonese say, Hokkien say, last time, last time in the army, I learned one very funny phrase. And do you want to hear? Related to this, I promise. Because in the army, when I was in the army, I got downgraded because I had heat stroke. So because of that, right, I spent quite a lot of time with Hokkien Peng. Yeah, because the truth is, in the army, you are segregated by your education level. Yeah, A level and poly intake go in at a certain time, and usually A level together. Poly intake usually separate. Yeah, poly intake usually with the monolingual intake. Yeah, so the monolingual intake are called the Hokkien Peng, and then the A level students are called the A level. they give us a derogative. Even A level students you can give a derogative term, A level. So your A level student, so smart, cannot do this, see Hokkien Peng can do it. So sometimes the Hokkien, but I tell spending the time with the Hokkien Peng, very fun one. They are very creative. They come up with all kind of nonsense. So sometimes they'll play prank on each other. They'll say stupid jokes. Nothing Louis lah. I mean, sometimes they say Louis jokes, but even if it's just a funny joke, right? Then you know how they reply? They say, 講這款神潮，我覺得你會笑嗬，我先唔出了咧。It's funny when it's spoken in Hokkien. Those who are Hokkien, you want to understand? Yeah, it's very funny because it's also in English, it's like when someone says something that's supposed to be funny or something stupid or whatever, then you look at the person with a straight face. Must be said with a straight face. When I'm your age, I'm very mature already. So the next time you feel unmotivated to do what you need to do, then you look in the mirror and tell yourself, when I'm your age, I'm very mature already, you know. 阿弥陀佛，愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了。
不愿罪障悉消除，
不愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。In Bhante Dhamma Ratana's words, this is what he said. Somehow he also said this. He said, Buddhism is for those who are more mature. not for the childish one. Yeah, not for the immature. He ever said this before. Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖，
have a matured day ahead. Take care, stay safe, stay
谢谢师
dry.
傅，拜拜。
Thank you,
拜
Sifu.
拜。